Welcome, everyone. It's 12:45 p.m., just under 12:45 p.m. on a Wednesday, and I wanted to get some premium, collect some premium for the remainder of this week, given the fact that we had inflation numbers, and I don't think we have anything else this week that's going to really shake things up. I could be wrong. I mean, take a look. We've got continuous jobless claims, fine. What else do we have? What we have? Got retail sales coming up on Friday. Okay, it's fine. But really, the big news was the inflation report that came out earlier this week. Fine. So now what I'm going to look for is, oh, of course, we showed that little disclaimer at the beginning. You guys know that trading involves all sorts of risks, so please know what you're doing. If not, reach out to someone and ask. So what I need to do is I need to sell some puts. I have a lot of cash that's just sitting there parked doing nothing. And at the very least, I can sell some puts to get in on something. So you can see that I sold some 92 puts for the remainder of this week. Let's take a look at, let's see, what do we have here? Stream. Here we go. All righty. Let's go and use this program. And I'm going to look at TQQQ. I'm going to try to get in because remember, I don't have many shares left. I handed over some shares, and that's okay. It's not a problem. I sold some calls for this week on some of those remaining shares. I still have a few shares that are not covered. And as you can see, I've been selling puts, and I've been closing those puts as well. Now, here's one thing. When do I usually close those puts and why? When I close these puts, it's usually because I feel like the delta is low and I'm not going to get much left out of them. All right. So, for example, I sold an 84 put and it was at a 10% chance of getting down there this week. Okay. Once that probability got all the way down to 4%, well, was I really going to wait forever? I mean, I've blocked $8,400 to try to make $10. Am I going to wait forever for that? Yeah, it's just for me. I wasn't feeling it. Now, could I have ridden it? And let's take a look. I could have squeezed a little bit more out of it. Sure, sure. I mean, look, I could have squeezed another penny out of it. It's not the end of the world. So for me, I'd like to make a little bit more than that. Maybe that's just my greed kicking in. I'm looking at the VIX. The VIX is usually here. It's an indicator of the fear. It's kind of low right now. It's relatively low. I don't really see anything. I got asked a question on volatility, and really, I like to go to this website right here. Intercontinental Change Bank of America, U.S. High Yield Index Option Adjusted Spread. It's one of the tools that I use. You can feel free to use it. And if not, that's okay. There's so many ways. There's so many roads that lead to Rome, but all roads lead to Rome, I guess. So here I'm looking, and usually when it spikes, it tells me that the VIX is going to go higher. So, like for example, if we take a look at earlier this year, this was going higher. The VIX also went higher. So right now we're relatively low. So I'm thinking we're in good times. I don't know if that will change. I don't know when that will change. All I know is that the data that are presented to me right now are telling me, hey, Yasser, don't be too scared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to take a look. I want to get some shares. I'm going to go to TNA, for example, and I'm going to do a target delta of, I'm going to say 30%. I want a 30% chance of losing, a 70% chance of winning. And I'm going to go, that's the max that I want. Again, this is the absolute value. I'm going to try to get 1% a week. I doubt it because the VIX is so low. So the premiums aren't going to be juiced up. I'm going to look at all these chains up until the end of the year. And so rather than doing this manually, the whole point of this program is to look through all of these chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 of them. Okay, they have until October 17th of 2025. All right, so I like to keep my bid and ask spread to about a quarter. And now I'm going to scan. Let's see if it comes up with anything. This is great. It's telling me that I should sell for this week the 38s. All right. That's okay. I could do that. If I'm gonna look, it's again, I wanted to look at a 30% chance of losing. I can look out for next week as well. Okay. But again, keep in mind these are delayed quotes that are coming in. So double check with your broker and double check your deltas, because the deltas, I have just calculated them as an assumption. I assumed a couple of things, but you want to make sure that you get the accurate deltas from your broker. Okay, so for this week, it looks like I could sell the 38.50, the 38, or the 37.50. Well, let's take a look. What's each one giving me? All right, this one's giving me the highest expected utility yield. This one's also giving me the highest expected weekly yield. Okay, and so when I'm looking, 38 might be a little bit too close for comfort. Let's take a look. It's at 39.40. No, it's about 39.50. Okay, so let's take a look. The 38, it is within 30%. Okay, and I could go even really, if I really wanted to, I could go out to 38.50. Again, we're looking at, this is real-time data, and here this is delayed data. So, all right, it is telling me I could look at the 38.50, has a delta of 28. When I look over here, that delta was 30. So it's just right there teetering. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at the 38. I'll try to get 38s, and I'll just do that for, yeah, I'll do that for this week. Why not? I'll do it on a few of these contracts. Let's see, we can do it for 4 of them. That way we can try to get some kind of, get some kind of dinner money or something like that. Let's try to do that. All right, let's do that. It's not taking. That's okay. So we're going to try to go in between. We're going to try to go in between. Let's see. I don't want to sell them at the bid just yet. Got it. 27 cents. Okay. And again, I'm trying to get a 1% yield for 1 week for 7 days. Mind you, this is not 1% total. Why? Because there's only 2 days. There are only 2 days left. Okay. So right now I'm going to be going away. I'm going to be driving. So if that, all I want to be able to know is, okay, I've taken a good enough risk, right? Not way out of control risk. I'm not going to be sitting in front of the screens. I have a 22% chance of losing, or a 22% chance of getting assigned these shares. And I'm happy collecting 27 cents on a $38 investment with a 78% chance of winning. All right. Hopefully that helps a little bit with you traders out there. Again, trading involves risk. Please, if you have questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll try to address them. And happy trading.